Om Shanti, 18th April 1982. Today, Bab Dada is seeing all the elevated souls who have total love for Baba and the pure desire to have a meeting with him. It is only at this time that Bab Dada has to give children the practical fruit of the pure desire to have a meeting with him. One cannot receive the fruit of a direct personal meeting as a fruit of the pure devotion. However, once there is the recognition, that is, once the relationship between the father and the child is forged on the basis of knowledge, then on the basis of that relationship, on the basis of their right, the father has to give the children, who are the embodiment of knowledge, the fruit of their good wishes, their pure feelings filled with knowledge, and their pure desire to have a meeting. Today, Bab Dada has come amongst you children in order to meet you souls who desire to meet the Father on the basis of being knowledgeful. Many Brahmin souls consider themselves to be weak in becoming brave soldiers, in becoming those who are the embodiment of power and who become victorious and have that much courage in themselves. However, because of one speciality, they do come into the list of special souls. What is that speciality? It is that they like the Father and that they also like this elevated life. The selfless love in the gathering of Brahmin family attracts the mind. The speciality is that they have found Baba, the family, the destination of purity and the easy support to create an elevated life. On this basis, they are continuing to move along with the pure desire to have a meeting and with the support of love, because it is on the basis of Brahmins becoming deities that they definitely claim a right to a deity status. The golden age is called the age of deities. No matter whether someone is a king or a subject, the religion is still the deity religion. Because when the highest on high Father makes you his child, every child of his claims a right to his inheritance of heaven, his right to become a deity as his birthright. To become a Brahma Kumar or Brahma Kumari means to have the special imperishable stamp of claiming a right to the inheritance of heaven. Out of everyone in the whole world, only a few souls emerge who claim such a right. This is why you must not consider your becoming a Brahma Kumar or Kumari to be something ordinary. To become a Brahma Kumar or Kumari is in itself a speciality, and because of this speciality, you come into the list of special souls. This is why to become a Brahma Kumar or Kumari means to belong to the Brahmin world and the Brahmin family. If after becoming a Brahma Kumar or Kumari, there is any ordinary activity, then not only would you cause a loss to yourself, but because you are not Brahma Kumars and Kumaris alone by yourself, but are members of the Brahmin family, so you would therefore also accumulate the burden of defaming the Brahmin family. It is the duty of every Brahmin to maintain the honor of the Brahmin world. You pay so much attention to fulfilling the worldly code of conduct. Sometimes even the worldly code of conduct deprives you of becoming multimillionaires. You yourselves have this experience and you say that you want to do this very much, but that you also have to fulfill your responsibility to people. You say this, do you not? Therefore you know very well how that world deprives you of the attainment of many births, how it makes your present diamond-like life into a life of worthless shell. And yet, in spite of that, you pay so much attention to giving your time and energy to fulfilling the responsibility of the worldly code of conduct. So does this Brahmin code of conduct not have any importance? In fulfilling the responsibility to that world, you let go of your religion, that is, what you have imbibed, and the elevated action of remembrance. You let go of both your dharma and karma. Sometimes you let go of the precaution of having a special attitude, which means you let go of your religion. Sometimes you let go of the religion of having pure vision. Sometimes you let go of the religion of eating pure food. Then you make up many stories in order to justify yourself. Why do you then say that you have to do that? A slight weakness makes you renounce your religion and action for all time. Even in the physical family, what is someone who renounces his religion and action considered to be? Do you know that? This is not the religion and action of an ordinary family. This is the Brahmin family of the top knot. So, of which world and clan are you going to fulfill the responsibility? You even confess very good things. I don't want to do that, but I did it to please someone. Is it possible that non-knowledgeable souls can remain permanently happy? You renounce your elevated action and religion because of souls who sometimes remain happy and sometimes become upset. Those who don't have this religion don't belong to the Brahmin world. You pleased a few souls, but you also disobeyed the directions of the Almighty Father. So what did you attain and what did you lose? The world that is already finished. The firewood for the funeral pyre has been collected from everywhere with great force. Firewood means the preparation. The more you think that you will take away these sticks and finish all the preparation, the higher the stack of firewood becomes. When you burn a fire at Holika, then together with the adults, even the children go and fetch firewood. They even fetch firewood from their own home because they have that interest. Therefore, nowadays, even small towns are cooperating with great interest. So, in order to observe the codes of conduct of such a world, you forget the code of conduct of your imperishable world of Brahmins, who are to become deities. You perform such wonders. Is this fulfilling your responsibility or is it losing? Therefore, keep the codes of conduct of Brahmin world in your awareness. Some children are very clever. They want to observe the code of conduct of the old world but also want to become elevated in the Brahmin world. Bab Dada says, you may fulfill your responsibility of the code of conduct of your worldly family. You are not forbidden to do that. However, to fulfill that by letting go of your religion and action is wrong. And what cleverness do you show? You think that no one is going to know? That the Father himself says that he is not Jani Jananhar? That what do the instrument souls know? This continues all the time. And you move along in this way and even come to Madhuban. You give a little cooperation, and on the basis of that cooperation you even buy yourself a very good title of becoming a server. However, you then lose your elevated title for every birth. The imperishable title of becoming complete with all virtues, 16 celestial degrees, completely viceless. Therefore, this is not giving cooperation, but taking the burden of the deceit of being one thing inside and something else outside. Instead of being a cooperative soul, you become one who carries a burden. No matter how much you make yourself move along with that cleverness, that is not making yourself move along, but crying out. Don't think that this center is a place of the instrument souls. You may fool souls, but in front of God, 100,000-fold is definitely accumulated for every action in the account of every soul. You cannot fool yourself in this account. This is why Bap Dada feels mercy for such clever children. Nevertheless, because once you have said Father, he constantly continues to give you teachings for your benefit. Constantly fulfill the code of conduct of the Brahmin world. Bap Dada is beyond every action and its fruit. At this time, even Brahma Baba has this stage. Later, he will have karmic accounts, but at this time, he is equal to the Father. That is why, whatever each one of you does, you do that for yourself. The Father is the bestower. Since you yourself do everything and you receive the fruit of that, then what should you do? Seeing the variety of games of the children from the subtle world, subtle region, Bap Dada smiles. Acha. To those who are the lambs of Brahmin clan, to those who are loving and cooperative with true love, to those who attain elevated fruit for all time, to the loving souls who sacrifice all the temporary attainments out of true love for the true Father. To the elevated souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and Namaste.